true crime story Edmund Kemper. Chapter 2. Edmund Kemper's Dark Beginnings, Killing His Grandparents at 15. The town of North Fork is located in central California at the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. The town had 3 restaurants, 2 gas stations, and 1 grocery store. The home that Edmund's grandparents, Edmund Kemper Sr. and his wife Maude, offered the 14-year-old Edmund was not dramatically different from that of his mother's. Maude was also an authoritarian in her discipline and emasculated him just like his mother had. Edmund spent as much time as possible outside to avoid dealing with his grandparents, particularly Maude. His grandfather had bought him a Dodge 22-gauge rifle so he could go hunting. However, his grandfather had taken the gun away from Edmund when he discovered he had been shooting birds and animals that were not game animals. Edmund's shooting had been just for the sake of killing, especially birds. Later, Edmund's grandfather allowed him to have his rifle back, thinking that Edmund had learned his lesson. On the morning of August 27, 1964, Maude was in the kitchen, working on a children's book she was writing while her husband had gone grocery shopping. Edmund entered the kitchen and opened the refrigerator looking for something to eat. Maude made a comment about his sleeping in late and being useless when it came to helping out around the house. Edmund felt his mind drifting to the dark space, filled with the hate for his mother. He felt a surge of rage and stormed back to his room, leaving his grandmother thinking she could get under his skin. Minutes later, Edmund returned to the kitchen with his .22 caliber rifle. Maude thought nothing of it, figuring he was going hunting. "Don't shoot any birds," she said to him firmly. Edmund pointed his rifle at Maude and pulled the trigger. The first bullet went through her head. Still pumped with emotion, he fired 2 more shots into her back. Edmund felt like he was in a daze when he realized what he had just done. He dragged her body to her bedroom and placed her in the closet. Something about killing his grandmother left him with a sense of satisfaction. Then his thoughts turned to his grandfather, who would be returning at any time. Out of a distorted sense of compassion, Edmund felt he must also kill his grandfather. He did not want him to go through the experience of finding his wife murdered. Edmund looked out the living room window and saw his grandfather's car pulling in. Edmund stepped out the front door, pointed the rifle at his grandfather as he got out of the car. After the shot rang out, his grandfather collapsed to the pavement. At the age of 15, Edmund Kemper had taken the lives of 2 people. With both grandparents dead now, the reality of what he had done hit Edmund. He did not know what to do. He called his mother and told her what he had just done. His mother told him to call the police, which he did. Edmund sat in the kitchen as he waited for them to arrive. He was arrested and taken to the police station where he was interrogated. When asked why he had killed his grandmother, Edmund replied, "I just wanted to see what it felt like to kill her."